Welcome to the Lowcountry Revolutionaries, the podcast that dives deep into the heart of Charleston, South Carolina's vibrant entrepreneurial scene. I'm your host, Bill Bellot, founder of Veritas Exercise, and each week we're spotlighting the boldest innovators from the Chucktown Startups community. These are the visionaries pouring their heart and soul into the businesses that are transferring Charleston into a global hub of creativity and American ingenuity. Get ready for raw, real conversations with the trailblazers shaping our city's future. Let's dive in. I would like to welcome Roxana Massie. Roxana is returning for a second time. She is a bilingual marketing consultant with Cumulus Media and a founder of Spanglish Connector, powered by Spanglish Small Business Association, and the creator of Latina Pitch Lab. Welcome, Roxana. How are you doing?
Hi, Bill. I'm doing pretty good. Yourself?
I'm doing great. It's a fine day here in June, and I'm really interested to find out what's going on since the last time we talked.
All right. Well, my Latina Pitch is about to happen, so it's going down for real. This is like a countdown. It's this Wednesday, June 10th.
Nice.
And it's going to be on the Canyon Distillery in Charleston. So we'll see what happens. So
Awesome. Have you ever been to the Canyon Distillery before?
I have been there. It's a beautiful place. It's a nice place. So we're going to do this during lunch time.
Oh, nice.
So I just want to, bring businesses also, and then have lunch, and then just pretty much just help each other. This is, collaboration that we're doing, and it's our first one there, and we'll see. But this month also, I think, I'm not sure if I mentioned this on the last time, but we're going to do a second Latina Pitch. So
Nice.
They're going to be recurring every single month, and then where, small businesses, so startup entrepreneurs or professionals, nonprofit, or any company that want to really be part of this movement, just to join us and then pitch. And then we're going to have some judges there, and we're going to tell you how you did in your pitch. And eventually it's going to be also translated.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, whether it's Spanish or English, because I'm going to accept both of them. So you can pitch in Spanish, you can pitch in English, and then I will translate.
Right.
To the audience.
Is there any qualifications that a business needs to have in order to participate, or can anybody show up?
No, anybody can show up for sure. The only thing probably I will not accept, is you promote drugs or whatever, like something crazy. But I think every single, as I work in Cumulus, and then for me, anybody can be my client, to be honest. Whoever
Nice.
wants to promote their businesses, whoever wants to be known before they're needed. So they are welcome to work with us, because we're here to serve the community. And that's what I want to create with the Latina Pitch. It's just, it's both ends. We are the bridge connector, and that's my slogan right there. So we want to join together. We want to bring both communities together in order to collaborate. The language should not be a barrier,
Right.
And it's not for us anymore. So this is an advantage for me to pretty much just open, a new ecosystem that is forming here in Charleston. We're growing so much, and you can see the Hispanic community is growing.
Right.
So I want to also educate. It's not going to be only about, pitching, but also the connections, also about learning stuff, because with the Spanglish Association, which is powering up the Latina Pitch and the Spanglish Connector. So I'm creating an ecosystem and a cycle where you can pitch, you can come to the Spanglish Connector. I'm going to start doing I already did it, some business accelerator workshops. And that way you can pretty much just maximize everything. And on the top of that, so I'm going to start doing some, I present a proposal to Cumulus. So we are going to be advertising for the people that will be member of the association, win a great deal for the startup businesses.
Oh, great.
Then we are going to be tracking. So this is like a trial that we're doing to see if we can bring results within a month for the small businesses. So this is pretty cool. I presented this proposal on Friday, and they approved it, and I'm pretty excited. So
wow.
Yes, I'm going to present that business accelerator on the Spanglish Connector. Basically, we're going to talk about that program. We're going to talk about, how small businesses can improve their presence, whether they have the money or not to invest, on marketing, but how we can help you to also build that up.
Right.
We have very minimal, subscription, and then, but we are going to work together. It's only for the members, and it's going to be a trial. We have 5 people already interested on this program,
Nice.
and I'm pretty excited about it. So it's pretty cool what we're doing. It's not just for, I think I mentioned on the first one that I'm brand new in Cumulus, right? So.
Right.
September is going to be a year, but throughout this year, I've been learning the products. I've been learning, about the market and how I can build my clientele. And that's what I'm doing this. It's just to, I'm brand new on this.
Right.
And I want to help a lot of people. And that's what I'm doing, the Spanglish Small Business Association. So I brought it up, and then I'm creating this ecosystem to help everything.
Right. And where can kind of Cumulus kind of reach through this program? Is it throughout the Charleston area, or is there a bigger reach than that? What's kind of the aim of the program you're thinking about?
To be honest, we're going to start here with the Lowcountry. So I have access to, it's going to be through streaming.
Okay.
Very targeting. I'm going to be working with the businesses. They need to identify the clientele. It's based, because you will be amazed how many clients don't know what the prototype of clients or who is bringing the most revenue to their businesses. So I'm going to kind of educate them through that month. And then their outreach will be whether that is on the Lowcountry in this area in Charleston, but I'm able to reach nationwide.
Right.
We have about 250 million, listeners, and our database is based on authentic people. So I can target a specific, demography, the interest, or whatever the client's looking for. So I'm able to target those people and throw pretty much just the advertising to specifically those people.
Wow.
And it's not going to be a broad, like, the radio broadcast is pretty much to the entire community, but it's you're going to be more specific and creating this program to Cumulus. And the outreach could be anywhere, to be honest with you. And then that's what I'm going to identify. For me, it's so cool to work here, because I identify, each client is unique. Despite that you can sell the same product, they are totally different. And we customize, the marketing campaign for that specific business. And then I'm able, they approved me this. It's going to be a month trial for each businesses that sign up. Right. And then we're going to do that. And then we want to prove that we can give you results, whether those are good leads, because not every single lead convert to a client, right?
Exactly.
But still, we want you to be, fulfilling the marketing funnel. It's like, you have several different levels right there.
Right.
And people need to be aware about the business. People need to have you in mind, engaging with you. And then hopefully at the very end of that funnel, they convert to your client. And then the retention that they keep coming back to you. So I will teach that through the business accelerator, through the Spanglish Connector.
Nice.
And it's going to help the people that come here to come and pitch and be exposed, not just only in Cumulus through the audience and the streaming program that we have, but also live, in the restaurants or wherever we present this, because it's going to be cool. So I have an opportunity with the city of Charleston, and it's coming up. I don't have anything, scheduled yet, but it's a potential. And that when they heard about this proposal, so they also liked it. And I think this is going to help a lot of people in this community. It's not just one sector or the other, but, everybody that wants to merge into each community to do business with.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I think, it's a very rich and inviting environment right now in the Charleston area, in the Lowcountry area, for businesses. So I'm really excited to hear that the Charleston government's, getting involved with this and really promoting a lot of things. So that'll be great. When you have more, we can have another show and kind of talk through that and see what's going on with that.
Yeah, I'm pretty excited, and hopefully everything's working smoothly. I think that there was a need for sure. I can see that when the receptiveness that I'm getting is like people really needed this. So I'm pretty excited, and let's see what the journey takes us. So.
Right. Exactly. And I saw in your email, we were kind of talking a little bit. You've got a couple other things coming up on the 16th and 17th of June too. What are those?
Yes. So the 16th the 16th is going to be here on the radio station. That is my networking that started in January. So that's the Spanglish Connector.
Oh, perfect.
So yes, right there we do business accelerator workshops.
Mm-hmm.
So basically last time, I have been talking always about marketing and how important it is for business owners to pretty much just be up there.
Right.
It's not just only social media. It's not only, the TV commercials, not only radio, but there are many avenues that they need to understand, that they need to be on, because it's so many up there that, and with AI coming, and it's right here. It's not even coming.
Yeah, it's
AI
all over the place.
Exactly. The business owner need to understand how they can get help. So we're going to have workshops about AI as well. It's going to be, small groups that sign up. And eventually, as we grow, we will move this maybe to another location. But for right now, I'm doing it on the radio station. And I give people a tour. I talk about what we're doing here. So people like that, and they get exposed as well. And we are trying to build this up in that way. It will be a great collaboration when you can see results, because you can go to many different networkings and, meet people, but sometimes you don't get the results that you're hoping. And especially when you are in the startup phase, you don't have time to network because you need to work and run the business.
Exactly.
Working. So we're trying to create something that gives them a window or a door opening just for them to, just invest on 1 or 2 times a month, but then get the results that you're hoping as you are starting your business. So that's what we are hoping.
Right.
That is on 16. So that's 6 to 8 p.m. That's in the evening. And then on the 17th, I'm going to have my second location for the Latina Pitch. And that will be in the Latina, La Sensacion Latina Puerto Rican restaurant.
Yeah.
And it is pretty nice. So they are pretty much just full of Hispanic clientele base, but she wants to open up also for the American, to know what the Puerto Rican food, real food is, because she's pretty good. But she is. But yeah, that would be my second location. And let's see if when the city of Charleston can be a potential of a third location. But the idea, both of them are going to support each other. So one is going to give you the tools, it's going to teach you how you can do that, and what marketing tools will work for you effectively. So just for you to promote your business in a very, affordable rate. But like I said, we are testing, we are going to be a trial this first 3 months. We're going to test this project. We're going to launch the marketing campaign probably in July. That's what I just got approved this Friday.
Oh, so wow.
We're going to put this together and launch that maybe by the last week of June or probably the first week of July. So
right. Well, that'll be an exciting time. And, with this July is a very special July because it's the 250th anniversary. So there'll be a lot of excitement.
I know. And that's what I'm trying to just, this past Saturday, I went to one of the breakfasts to hear, candidates to talk about it. And then I saw people that are already, seeing when I did the business expo. And they were telling me, so I forgot his last name, Mike, he's from Florida. He's the senator. Oh God, he's running when I can't remember. Alan Wilson.
Okay.
Alan Wilson.
Yeah, yes. I can't remember either.
but anyway, it is because people say, "Oh, you're going to know." My clients is everybody. I serve everybody, both and then when my client invite me to a event, I support them. So, and that's what I did. But then he said, I remember you went to the Small Business Administration in Colombia, and then you did an expo, Spanglish Expo. So he's the owner of one of the dealerships in Florence.
Oh.
I mean, we met, and then he was telling me about, all those kind of things. And he said, I want to connect with you because what you're doing is pretty awesome. So it's about that, the connections that you make, what impact either way, and whoever needs help, I want to be that bridge connector. So that's what I want. It doesn't matter the colors, it doesn't matter the business, but as long as you don't do anything weird, that is no by law, accepted, you are welcome to come.
That's really cool. I'm going to ask you a sort of a techie question because it's sitting on my mind. So from a marketing tools perspective, like one of the things as a small business, you kind of get pushed at and hear about is using, and it's about this connection thing, is using a CRM, client relationship management type thing. And, and honestly, it's just, for me, it's like, oh, it's just one more thing I have to learn and spend time on. Right. And I'm like, how do you guys kind of approach that? What do you think about it?
Well, it is very important for small businesses to start understanding that, because as a small business owner that I didn't have my system created, right? And then it's like it comes to a place, and I have been my background is in accounting, so I have been in big corporations where the systems were perfectly, well, not perfectly, but you know what I'm saying. Everything is connected, all the departments and everything. And for the small businesses, sometimes you just run your business as it goes. So you don't have anything implemented. You don't have QuickBooks. You don't have anything that really to do the accounting for you. Right. Or you at the down the road 2-3 years, you didn't do the accounting the way that you're supposed to, and then you ended up hiring an accountant to catch up, and then catch up exactly. Exactly. And then it takes time, it takes money, and then small businesses don't realize they have to have the budget for that. Right. Yes, I believe that this is a thing that it should be taught in the very beginning. It should be, that's what I tell small businesses. You go to networking so you will learn from people that have experiences. And I think that's very critical. You need to start thinking about that, not just marketing, but, a good system where you can have everything connected, implemented, and your database safe. Right. Because you can have many contacts, but if you don't have a database built, you're missing a lot of opportunities right there, and everything can be lost, and then it would be very overwhelming to work without it. And it's also, a lot of work, and it will cost you money. You have to budget. You need to understand that you need to budget for that. You need to put some money on the side, like you do it to pay your salaries, like you're doing to pay, the expenses that you have, the fixed costs right there. But also you have to put a budget for marketing. You need to understand every single bucket. Let's call it like that. Every single bucket in your business. Right. Because in order for you to be successful, in order for you to grow, that's the way to go. And in your CRM, you can have a lot of tools also connected to it. Like, if you want to send an email blasting for your clients, in that way you'll be connected with them. If you want to send, any updates or any sales, if you are in the sales world, right? So you want to send coupons or anything, it has to be connected to your system. If you don't do that, it's a lot of work. And down the road, you will see, you maybe can close your business because nothing is automated, especially when the AI, the way it is. Right. You will need that. But it's also when small businesses start, I don't have the budget. Right. There are so many systems that you can transition into it. You can implement one that is very affordable for you. Okay. At the very moment when you start, you can start with QuickBooks, and you can ask for an advisor if you can afford, a CPA or an accountant. Start with something that will lead you to an implementation later on when you have more revenue, and then you can implement the system and then move forward. And that's what I would tell people. I have done those phases, and it's not easy, but once you have one established, the next implementation will be much easier, and it will help you to be more proactive, more fast. And with AI right now, it's very important that you have something to centrate your data, to ubicate, everything that you do in one system for sure. I think it's very important. So yeah. I mean, I totally feel that. It's like, I get, it can be very overwhelming, but it's like the way you describe it, it's like it serves as it's like setting up a foundation for your house. You do have to do certain things to kind of build off of, because catching, I know the feeling, catching up later on, it can be done, but it's going to cost you. It's going to cost you. Yeah. And then you say, why didn't do it later? And then you have to also know who you're going to do it with, because if you didn't catch up for the 3 years, right? And you hire somebody that had no clue what to do,
Right.
They will mess you up with iris. They will mess you up.
Oh, yeah, and you don't want that. Yeah.
Yes, and I know a lot because I was an accountant before. I still I am, but I don't, work on that anymore. But I have seen so many people that have spent like, $3,000, $4,000, $5,000 to an accountant to just pretty much catch up with everything because you didn't do your taxes or everything. And then you ended up paying like $20,000
Wow.
to IRS because they miscalculate something.
Right.
And then that will catch up with you. So it's better to do it early. Even if you don't know, there are many people that are accountants that you can get, you can go to the cities. They have free programs that they can help you for your businesses as a startup. And then get into those workshops and learn. And then after you make some revenue that you are able to just put some money on the side and then, hire somebody that can do it for you.
Right.
Whether that is just one time that they do it in a monthly basis, or you need somebody that, run your payroll properly, make everything right since day one, because if you don't do it, that's not good.
Yeah. And I've heard, and I've talked to a lot of people who are fractional type folks, like everything from fractional chief financial officers to fractional accountants, fractional scientists, you name it. There's a lot of people in the Charleston area that is their business. They'll come in and it's like, hey, I only need a short amount of your time, and you only pay for that. You don't have to hire somebody. So that really helps.
Yeah, and you get it right, and then you start building the relationship with that person, and then you can work together. Despite that is a 1099 a contract that it will do that for you once or twice a month. So that's the smart thing that I will advise anybody. So it's needed for sure. So to answer your question, that's a key. It's a key part of how to grow your business. And start from one that is very small, and then eventually you can upgrade once you have the revenue to a better system, because there are CRM systems right now that you can even send videos through it to your client. Yeah. So it's just building that up little by little, but it's very important to have that mindset as a business owner.
Right. That makes a lot of sense. I wanted to ask about the Latina Pitch Live. It's like, what is... are most of the businesses coming to that? Are they looking for, I'll say, business to customer type relationships? Are they doing business to business type work? Or is it kind of a mix? Where are kind of people kind of fitting in there?
Well, right now it's more business to business connections that they are looking for.
Right.
But down the road, I believe there are going to be some people that also are looking for, that sell portion of the e-commerce type of business that I'm looking to. That's my call to action right now, and that's what I want. And I think this will emerge, and it will be my trial month just to see what the needs are. And then based on the most important, I think it's more the business to business connection, because when I get into meetings with the people that have been attending my networking, the most that I hear is about, having the connection they need to get the door, the doors open for them, or have the right people that can help them to get to where they need to be.
Oh, cool.
And yes, that's the main thing right now. And I think it's going to be more focusing to business connections in order for them to just go to the next level. Yeah. To just opening doors and then see what they can get from there. Mm-hmm.
That's excellent. That's great, because I think that's one of the big secrets here in the Lowcountry area is a lot of things happen in this business to business type networking, and everybody's open to working with other people, but you gotta do things like you're doing and raise the level of awareness that people are even there.
Yeah, and then you have to people don't understand that they need to show up. They need to see your face. They need to know you. It's like it's more, person to person, and that's how you build relationships, right? So that's how you start working with people. It's like when you are small businesses, yes, you are willing to pretty much support anybody that start a business.
Right.
If you don't know them, and then you meet somebody else that do exactly the same, you're gonna go and do business with the person that is more familiar to you. It's like I'm gonna go there. So that's what a lot of small businesses don't understand. They need to do the sacrifice of the time, because I know for them it's like, times matter, and every single hour it costs you, right? So you
Right.
are not working, but willing to do something, to show up, to talk about it, your issues, because all the small businesses present issues, right? We have
Right.
all experiences. And then for me, I tell people, don't be afraid to fail. I have closed like probably 4 or 5 businesses. So, and this is like, I'm coming back. A lot of friends is like, you never give up. You
Right.
just keep coming back. And I said, I'm coming back, and this is way solid. I planned this for a couple of months last year, and I did envision it like at the Latina Pitch.
Right.
Just call it like that. The name just came out of a networking group, and I said, "This is what I'm gonna do, a Latina Pitch."
Nice. Nice.
And that's how everything starts. See, through a networking, you get ideas. You listening to people, you get more, options to work with your business and see how you can go to the next level. And for me, it's going to be, I'm going to be testing the water with this. And eventually when I start growing this, I'm going to need somebody, and maybe I ask you, hey, Bia, who can be my mentor on my next level? Because I want to start building, I want to have a revenue. Right now, this is completely free.
Right.
I'm doing the whole work, and then everybody coming. So, and then eventually this is going to become the association, a formal association. I'm going to have membership, stuff like that. But I'm building this off first because I want the community to understand that it's not all about the money. It's building a relationship. It's doing something for the community, creating a new ecosystem that it will help everybody else. And so far, they have been good, and I'm pretty excited what is happening. So,
that is really awesome. So I have to ask, since you've had 4 other businesses before and you keep coming back, what advice would you have for someone out there that's thinking about, well, maybe I could come back too?
They need to. They need to. You know how many people, Einstein, everybody, how many times they fail. Even Amazon, they try other things, they try so many times, and it took even the way I call it, and I want to share this with everybody. Since I first started my small businesses, I always say I'm going to be like at the KFC. I call my dreams Roxy KFC dreams. And it had nothing to do with chicken. It had nothing to do with food. But, I keep coming back like he did. He knocked doors. He went there. And it doesn't matter your age. It doesn't matter your bank account. It doesn't matter if you're broke. Just come back with your dreams. Believe in yourself. If one thing doesn't work, just pivotal, just cancel that. You will start learning what you have to drop and say no. You need to start learning to say no to things that are not helpful, that are not, letting you to grow. But when you are focusing in something, you don't see that in the very beginning, because you are it's like we become stubborn. It's like your hard head, and then thinking this is it. But sometimes stepping back, thinking through, just analyze everything and say, no, we need to close this. This is not the way I wanted to go. So, but never give up for your dreams. Just come back. Don't be afraid to just fail. Failure is a teaching lesson. It's just for you to grow. And one day, I guarantee you that you are going to hit that as a home run, and you say, I'm glad that I came back.
Yeah, that's awesome. That is the best advice. I really love that. And it's so hopeful and so true. It's like, so many people I talk to, that they didn't get it right the first time they did this.
Yeah, and it's so heartbreaking. Let me tell you, it's so heartbreaking to fail when you put your heart into it. Right. My first 2 businesses, I worked tireless, like non-stopping, and then I put my heart into it. I put all my money. I invested everything that I have, and oh my God. And then I remember I used to say, like, when I was a controller, so I was making good money, my life was very stable, financially speaking. And I said, I'm rocking the world. I was rich and I didn't know it.
Yeah, I know.
Investing in your dreams. And then I remember I'm a risk-taking person. I always take risks. It doesn't matter what. But when you do that, it's for a purpose. You are driving, with your heart in it. But if you fail, that's fine. Just take that, leave it up, and then shake it off, and then come back with another idea, because that is in your blood. And
Right.
never give up for your dreams. So I think everybody can help you in different ways, like collaboration, listening about those stories. I think I'm going to start talking seriously about, I'm going to be sharing everything that I went through, through my failures, because I filed bankruptcy also.
Oh, wow.
So I'm not even afraid to say that loud, that I went through the hardship, that's hard within you.
Oh, yeah.
It's like, it's burning, because everything that I have, I put it into those businesses. And when I see, you know what, I can't keep it up. The money's not there. So you have to step down. You need to analyze. It took me probably a year or so to thinking about the filing bankruptcy, but I was in my worst. And I did it. And
Right.
I said, you know what, that's fine. And now I'm building something up from the ground, like for nothing. And I'm having, I'm praying and I'm talking to people, and I'm doing the right thing. Now I'm getting my assistant. See, before I didn't have my here.
Yeah.
But now I'm creating everything from the way it needs to be. And you learn from those lessons. But anybody out there that is going through a hard time, this is a difficult, time for a lot of people. It's not just one sector of the other, but I think it's affecting everybody, right? It's the economy.
Yeah.
And I think you need to be smart, but you never let your dreams go. Just come back, and then, it's okay. It's okay to set back, but just push forward. Like if you step back 2 steps, you push forward.
Yeah,
like
exactly.
So that's how you do it.
Yeah.
And that's what I believe. Mm-hmm.
That's awesome. I really appreciate that. It's been a pleasure talking to you again, Roxana, and come back on another time. And yeah, I mean, I really appreciate you sharing your journey, and especially like having to deal with the failures and successes you had, and that helps everybody. So thank you so much for that.
You're welcome. And yeah, it has been a journey. I'm not gonna lie, it wasn't easy, but you always put the best of you. You believe that, I believe in God. That's the only way that I can surpass and then deal with all that. But now everything that I do is just thinking, well planned.
Right.
It's not just like I'm going to open this. No, I go by phases. I take one day at a time, and then I see the opportunity. And when there is an opportunity, I take it. So, and that's what I invite people that have dreams. If you have failed, if you're listening to this podcast, if you have failed, don't be afraid. Just come, and you can call me also if you want to talk about those nights that you go through it with the heart. It's a heart failure pain that you are right there, like, oh my God, it's all my life.
Yeah.
So just come to me, or anybody that have been going through that can give you best advice. But never stop dreaming, and then come back for your dreams, for sure.
Well, thank you. That's very kind of you, and thank you for sharing.
No, thank you so much. And is this help anybody else to just push forward? Hey, I'm for it. I will give my testimony. It's okay. People say, oh, how you can talk about it? I said, it's good. It's good to talk about it. I'm free now. See, before I was so ashamed. I couldn't talk about it. But now I'm okay, and I'm doing something good, and I'm doing something much better than whatever I did before. And I'm really looking forward to see the results and bring something not just good for me, but for everybody else.
Yeah. I mean, you turned the corner from really it being a failure to, it was a learning experience. And now it's very freeing.
Yeah. And it's like that. So if I did it, anybody else can do it. So I invite everybody to just follow their dreams and step up.
Thank you. That's awesome. Well, it's a pleasure. I hope you have a great day.
You too. Thank you, Bill. Appreciate it. All right.
That's a wrap for this episode of the Lowcountry Revolutionaries. Thanks for joining us as we celebrate the fearless entrepreneurs making wave in Charleston's Chucktown Startups community. I'm Bill Bellot, and it's been an honor to share these inspiring stories with you. If you enjoyed this episode, subscribe, leave a review, and share it with someone who needs a spark of low country innovation. Until next time, keep pushing the boundaries of what's possible.